The wild hunt assault on Star Sand Shoal, you mean? Huge wave. First I've ever seen of that size.
No, I mean there's been another to the north of Nasha Town.
What? How many does that make in the last couple of days now? What are the...
Can't be helped. There are only a handful stationed on our side in the first place, and the cannon hasn't been fixed yet either.
I'm bugging out if this goes on much longer. And here you all told me this was a good place to do business. Hey now, this could be our big break. My second eldest brother made his fortune off wild hunt attacks, you know. Left for us to... scavenge.
Hey.
Should have told him that those are dangerous thoughts. Guess you're right. Even if we solve this wild hunt problem, they probably just jump head... Paimon will have you know that when it comes to staying out of trouble, greed and cowardice make the... Hey look! I know an Dying to know something, aren't you? You totally zoned out just now. What? No! Paimon doesn't want to spend her days running from that thing. Anyway, let's just go, shall we?
That lamb specialties are the best in the world. It almost goes.
Familiar faces identified. Our good friends, the Traveler and Paimon.
Whoa, free manual labor detected. Those evaluations could not be more different.
This is Sosi, Sergeant Major of the nearby Lightkeepers. He's stationed here in this town.
Wait, that means...
He is Flynn's superior, as far as position is considered.
A pleasure to meet you all.
This is the Traveler and Paimon, friends of ours. They're experienced adventurers who are new to Nodcry.
Hi there.
Indeed. The sooner we can get it firing again, the quicker we can ease our current... Two more wild hunt incursions have come sweeping in at different locations after the last one at Star Sand Shoal.
Hasn't Flint's gone back to your HQ to ask for reinforcements? When will they...
Has he now?
Yeah. That's what he said he was gonna do anyway.
He hasn't contacted me about that yet. As per standing orders, he should be leading a team to root out the wild hunt. But I haven't received any reports for a while now. Yeah, well, he does act outside the remit of his orders sometimes. I'm a superior, yes, but I wouldn't say I have much control over his actions.
So, he made the call for backup on his own initiative?
Hard to say. Contacting HQ is a tricky business. I should know, I've tried. They either refuse my requests outright, and all the while, we're the ones who have to deal with the wild hunt. Which, by the way, can strike anywhere in Nodcry without warning, sweeping across vast swaths of land. We need to send our personnel where they're needed most. A single missive will not do much to change HQ's ad. Flynn's understands this well enough, I'm sure. We usually sort our foes ahead of time into ones that our rat Niki will take care of, and ones that we'll target using the cannon. I finished the preliminary dispatch work already.
Okay. Hurry up, I know. Fix this, I know. You fix it if you're in such a hurry. That, or bring me some snacks. This is time...
Could you at least tell me how long we'll be delayed? We're way past our...
Well, that's your fault for firing too often recently. Machines get overworked too, you know. You could try thinking about their feelings for once, maybe. Sorry, what? A machine...
In layman's terms, this refers to wear and tear. As such, a machine is more liable to fail the unhappier it becomes. The exact...
All right. I'm not good at this stuff, I know that. But let me stress that we Lightkeepers are the primary financial backer of this cannon. And our backing does cover...
And I'd say that was a good deal for you. You should thank the Krumkake craft shop. That means me, by the way. for making you such a huge... Do you even know how much it would have cost you if you bought all the parts legit and fresh off the
Reminder, your future snack budget will have to be halved without the long-term commission payment, I know. Calculating a viable and cheaper option.
What? No! Absolutely not! Wouldn't this place be crawling with more monsters than there are fungi in Sumeru by then?
That might not be the concern you think it is. The monsters of the Wild Hunt are only active in the immediate vicinity of its attacks. They will not... We Lightkeepers will also keep an eye on those areas, both to monitor the monsters and to prevent people from entering the cannon's blast radius. That said, I'm afraid I can't wait 3 hours before dispatching manpower to the locations that the cannon...
And here's where my need for manual labor comes in. There are some checks I haven't finished yet, but with your... Wait! But we don't know a thing about this stuff! Huh? You'll be fine, trust me! Just take this. Whoa! This book is so heavy! You can use Beep Boop Pizza to run diagnostics on the cannon. It'll tell you what to do. And this book will help you understand Beep Boop Pizza.
This cannon was built using more than 50 components from different factories and manufacturers. Aino has bound the manuals into one volume. Also, please note, the device's name is Birgitta.
So, it's manuals all? Yep. And if you're quick about this, we might just cut our time to fire down by a whole 2/3.
I'll go with you.
Nice. So you'll check the outside and Anefa inside. Come find me in the control room once you're done. Cool?
Instructions received. Please go about your work seriously as well, Aino.
Hey! A little snacking will also improve my... Aino's explanations for things that don't interest her. Isn't Beep Boopita just following us around? Sure doesn't seem as smart as she said it is.
I've watched Anefa perform routine repairs before. It seems some sort of maintenance port must first be found, and then this small robot will
So you're in the know. Nice. Well, oh, what does that port look like?
Now that I'm not so sure of.
Works for Paimon. Is this it? Probably not. Or this one? Oh, ew.
That thing over there looks promising.
Where? Oh, yeah! Whoa! It's flying! Does that mean we... So, what? Right. We got this work.
Still, it's impressive how you figured things out right away.
Paimon's up next, along with this stupidly heavy book. The matching result for this symbol is... check passed.
Well, as they say, no news is good news.
Yeah, guess you're right. Just feels like we did all this stuff for nothing, that's all. Paimon's getting the hang of this now. And this time... Huh? Why are you angry? Oh. Oh. We need to take note of the order in which his eye colors change. Purple, red. Hey, slow down! I'm on. What? So now we've got musical prompts too? All right, one final stop. This was quite.
Agreed. I must say, you two have a talent for maintenance work. A bit shaky.
Good eye. Paimon's the
Really, I'd have liked to share the load, but you were really getting into it, and I didn't.
Ugh. Couldn't you have mentioned that earlier? A pictorial prompt this time. Don't worry, Paimon's just... we gotta take note of the flashing patterns. One yellow flash, nothing for 2 seconds, then 2 yellow flashes mean maintenance is a high priority task. The device will be rendered inoperable until it is complete. Switch beep boopita to input mode to send out a signal. The description of input mode isn't on this page. Ugh, more page flipping. Phew, that was a real struggle.
Yeah, good work indeed. But... Well, looks like we're all good. We can remove this thing now. No clue, frankly. But whatever. I'll go get the replacement component. What do you think? Maintenance work's easier than running errands, wouldn't you say?
That's for sure. You know what? Paimon took him for the stony. Let's wait for him here, huh?
Are your tasks complete?
Yep. Sosie's gone to get the replacement component. Whoop.
Allow me to check against the recorded data. The cannon will generate immense recoil when fired. If this is not controlled, the firing platform will...
Huh. So, if the cannon isn't fixed...
A novel analogy, but an apt one. The large-scale damage that this component is currently easily damaged. The materials are not up to par, and there are still some estimated waiting time remaining. 7 minutes.
Yeah! Dessert's just the best.
Certainly. It will be ready shortly. Observation. Freshly baked krumkake results in the most efficient improvements upon human happiness indices.
Thanks for the treat. Thanks. Things went great over here, too. So, as we agreed, I'll have the cannon up and firing in no time.
Understood. I will inform the inhabitants of Nasha Town.
And I'll inform the Ratniki station. Thanks for your kind assistance. I better make a move.
Righty then. See ya. Bet this huge cannon's a real sight when it...
That is correct. A huge crowd tends to gather on its own accord on such a... Pure, bright energy rays have never failed to inspire obsessed admirers. If you are interested, you can come back later to...
Sure. We did help fix it after all. It'd be weird if we didn't want... Oh Wonder where that strange... Let's try our luck at the flagship. See you later, guy. Just be sure not to miss my masterpiece in action. Is it just Paimon? Or are there more people here now? Oh, just as well, since we're and maybe, just maybe, let's get some... Oh, come on!
Excuse me, are you guests? Ah,
No, we're not heading back to our room.
that is correct. Only those invited to the banquet may enter. Familiar with our way. But here in Nodcry, channels hold equal value to
It's fine. Can't be easy being you. Looks like we'll have to switch channels then. Never, right? The Curatorium does seem to already have an amazing intel network up and running. But if we ask her straight up, she'll likely squeeze... Oh! Paimon's got a plan! Lâmpada got Nefer to help her prep some medicine, right? We'll be heading to Hisi Island later anyway to ask Lâmpada to help us use the moon marrow. Couldn't we deliver the medicine while we're at it? If Nefer doesn't mention a payment, we can cash her services in as a favor. If she does, then we can use it to haggle. The thought of Mora made it worth the effort of thinking up. Hey, Black Cat, we're here.
Hello, you two. What's up?
Not much. Just here to say hi. Also, we'll be going to Hisi Island later.
How thoughtful of them. Bet they want something from me in return. Well, the faster the delivery, the better, naturally. Yehoda's gone to get the medicine, and she should be back any moment now. If you have nothing else to do, feel free to wait here. I'll have someone bring you some snacks.
Don't mind if we do then. Thanks.
Oh yes, I'm sure you've all...
So you're busy making Mora. How nice.
It's not all good news, I'm afraid. We're stretched so thin that the price for taking priority slots has all but skyrocketed. In other words, we've had to
Oh!
If there's anything that worries me right now, it's the wild hunt. It affects everything we do, yet the number of...
That doesn't sound too hard. If you need...
Is that so? But... no. Is there now? You should have said so sooner.
What's there left for us to say?
More like our common most who live here only wish to defend their own interests.
Or like make a profit off the wild hunt. Paimon doesn't believe a word she says.
Dissatisfied, are we? The number of commissions over at the Adventurers Guild spikes during tumultuous times, too. Would you call taking those...
Well, that's...
We might squeeze some advantage out of chaos, but equally, chaos could uproot everything we've built at any... And what business would there be left should it end in some great slaughter, or put to flight many who call Nashatown their home? And as I understand, the two of you are here in Nodcry to follow a trail of clues yourselves, no?
Well...
In that case, we should keep Nodcry the paradise people say it is. You must understand. No force exists here that would inspire unconditional unity amongst all parties. After that incident with Lauma, I'm inclined to believe, though it's rare for a reason, kid. Just a shame that our mysterious phantom... Really, I'd be all too glad to pass on any additional intel I gain. We make a good team, after all, don't you think?
does make sense.
A well-placed only, indeed, Paimon.
Wait, so you were ready to work with us from the start?
Why, of course. In fact, I was wondering when I might bring this up the moment you entered.
But...
Hey, boss, I'm back. Huh? Oh, you guys are here too?
Indeed they are. In fact, they've volunteered to deliver the medicine to Lauma on our behalf. And totally free of...
Really? Great! Oh,
Got a few more places.
huh? Haven't I already worked a few days' worth of overtime already?
Well, we better get this medicine delivered pronto. Huh? Surely not. The special medication from before wasn't so. Was it?
Wait, that can't be. Let me see. This isn't right. How could it be salt? It was raining back there, so could it have happened while I was resting at the store? Sorry, boss. I'll get it back right now. Trust me.
Hey! Slow down!
Well then.
Oh, we were thinking of doing that, but we didn't get much out of it. The townspeople are a bit wary of us.
Ah, yes, the banquet is on today. Perfect time.
Huh? Can you get us an invitation?
Oh, come now. What are we? Sticklers for the...
Lady Nefer, a pleasure to see you. Oh.
That's right. My apology.
Oh no, it was no trouble at all. Please.
Not even an invitation check? Huh. Paimon didn't realize Nefer was such a big... Finally! Now, what do we...
Pardon me? I'm sure we're all having a... I give you tonight's special...
Are you serious? Nice to meet you all.
I'm sure that no more needs to be said about Mondstadt's wine industry. After all, we are all connoisseurs of fine drink here. The special drinks menu is being set before you as we...
Ah, I see. A new face for the bar.
And here I was thinking, that ain't...
Well, it's a rare occasion to be sure. Want to order a glass or two?
Sounds intriguing.
I spoke to the owner. The recipes are available for your...
How'd you set this all up so quick?
Well, as long as you know what... The flagship already had plans to invite a professional mixologist from Mondstadt anyway. So consider this a trial run. Demyon will assist you. Serving guests with drinks will be the perfect opportunity for you. Of course, every guest will have their quirks, so you'll have to be careful not to arouse their suspicions.
Got it. We'll give it a try.
In the meantime, I'll go mingle with some of the...
Hello. How may I assist? Good work.
Ever consider returning to Snezhnaya?
Better kill myself for dumb things. Tell you what, I envy people like you. I'm like a man in a leaking boat, soon to be food for the fish. Wouldn't come to this dump if there were any better place to be.
Come now. Surely it isn't that bad. We've still got the Lightkeepers.
You trust them? I wouldn't. Wouldn't trust anyone, really. We're stuck with a wild hunt here. The Snezhnayans can't be bothered, the Lightkeepers can't spare the people, and everyone else, they're a mess. I'd sooner put an ounce of faith in that cannon. Forget it. Let's just drink. Let's see if this new mixologist is worth the billing.
Hello. Good work. Now then, get...
I doubt the Snezhnayans will stand idly by if this wild hunt problem gets... Just leave it over there.
Bet you some people are just waiting for this place to fall further into chaos.
You've got a plan for that, then?
Hard to say. But what
These
I
are
can
bounties.
say is that the
If
situation
you want to
now
negotiate prices,
will get out of hand if
you'll
you
find a
think
flea
it's
market.
very soon.
Can't live life
That
without a
gun's a
little
thing.
spice.
The most solid proof that ordinary folks like us can stand up against the wild hunt.
Wait. What are you angling for?
Well, what if that was nothing but an illusion? What if, let's say, the cannon was never meant to be fired? For our sakes, at least.
Surely this town is still of value to those who control it.
Of course, and that's all it is. Value. For us, though, there's no place but Nasha Town. And we're putting its life and ours in their hands.
I get what you mean. Let's just see how this plays out first.
Ooh, seems like they're all talking about the cannon already. Guess that's why Sosie was so anxious.
Hello. How may I... Good work. Now then.
Oh, so this order was yours, huh?
Indeed. So, any notable news?
Ah, you two must be Nefer's friends. A pleasure to meet you. If you've got a moment, let's have a drink. On my tab, of course.
Paimon doesn't recall there being any other orders right now. Sure then, we can take a break.
Then come, sit. Dimyon, 2 wild berry trails if you would. Without alcohol, much obliged. Hints is the name. I help out at the Rossum workshop in town. They usually put me in charge of making and repairing simple machines.
Paimon's name is Paimon. Pleased to meet ya.
Anyway, help me keep an eye out, all right? Valuable intel with...
Oh, come on. Is that how it is between us? I mean, I wouldn't even have...
So, you've known each other?
That's right. I came to Nodcry with nothing at all. Would have starved on the streets if I hadn't met Nefer. She lent me money to study a craft, and even introduced me to Aino and the Voynich Guild, which is how I slowly carved out a living for myself.
That's a huge favor.
Well, I'd also say she needed a willing... Come now. Aino's talents are better spent on issues bigger. I did think myself a dab hand at such work at first, but compared to her, I might as well be a... It took me a long while, but I finally got to the point where I could make my own machine.
He's the one responsible for maintaining Yehoda's robot...
Oh, speaking of that,
That's right. One of Aino's masterful designs. I could never design one of those in my life, but if you gave me its blue... Nowadays, I've got... On the flip side, being a family man means I can't just flee this place whenever I feel...
All the more reason to be pro... Oh, wait. Just another question that's been bothering me. Have you...
Most would think they lost their... Does this have anything to do with our current Wild Hunt crisis?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
All right.
Then we'll take our leave. He's a social man. You could... Since he's never heard of...
that does sound worth noting.
A good idea. And one our upcoming activity will facilitate. Come.
Here's the thing. You can't live life without a little spice.
Thank you for waiting, everyone.
Finally!
Come on, let's go try our hand. Joining us, new guy? No, you won't. The one who'll be mixing the roulette special has to take part. Though...
Since we have a new friend with us, the wheel before you is divided into an inner and outer circle. Participants must take turns to spin the pointer of the drinks are divided into juice, tea, and alcohol, with that last further divided into 3 levels by intensity. Spin your way to a non-alcoholic beverage, and you'll score no points. Otherwise, you get 1 to 3 based on alcohol content. During a round of drinking, one participant may choose another with less points than them.
This sounds like it might favor those who...
And that's why the person mixing the drinks has to take part. You know, just in case...
Not that our newcomer looks like the drinking type. Either way, looks like we're in for a show.
Anything you drink, a single serving of Dark Horse.
What? Do my ears deceive me? A chance to drink Dark Horse and Nodcry?
Dark Horse. Guess we'll have to take...
And if our lucky winner can drain the whole serving in one go, they will gain the right to ask...
High risk, high reward. That's gotta be some strong alcohol.
Now, if there are no other questions, let us begin. Allow me to get the ball rolling. Intensity 3. Looks like I'll have to put my back into it today.
Let's go!
Wow, this is kind of intense.
Oh, my turn. All right, man, fess up. You've been making a killing lately. Where's it all...
Hey, bro. I heard you met up with some...
Ugh. A normal drink, huh?
We've reached the final round of the roulette show.
I gotta say,
You Mondstadters really know your alcohol. These recipes are super.
You're up.
Whoa! New face here.
Bottoms up! Bottoms up!
Hey!
Whoa! He actually downed it in one gulp.
Nice job! No wonder you me? Absolutely. If there was something else, I didn't stop to see it. Oh, and guess who showed up? If my luck had been just a little... Either way, there...
I see some downcast faces.
Because you...
Hello, sir. Lady Nefer has ordered a fresh round of drinks. Could you deliver it to her?
Are they playing?
Same as usual, then?
I'm not here to do business with you.
Come now. I've already ordered us drinks. Or are you looking to add another line to your
Oh,
So, let's go over this.
What are we even doing here? I can give you 3 things. The features of the Wild Hunt. The Wild Hunt is in fact a phenomenon linked to abyssal power. Fog and monsters follow in its wake, posing a lead. On the flip side, these
We already know.
fair enough. Here's a map of... We've never seen anything like this either. That's why...
That's not enough. 4 dice.
Cool it, all right? I'm not done. Now, the Lightkeepers don't want you to know this, but weirdly enough...
Isn't that normal? They're not the only ones fighting the Wild Hunt.
I'd agree. And really, we've always had a small, stable discrepancy.
What could that even mean?
I've got 2 theories. The odds of the former happen. If you're interested, I'd recommend following the latter train of thought.
Paimon doesn't
Now that's what I call interesting intel. No wonder you've been doing well for yourself.
Please, stop.
Oh, stop that. Why, people might... Let me give you an opportunity. Have you heard of people seeing familiar...
No.
Nothing at all.
Hey! No means no, all right?
Okay.
You really are the same as ever.
And you've learned...
Ugh.
So, you're his creditor?
Indeed I am. He's resold my intel quite a few times now, pocketing the difference afterwards. Rather, as luck would have it, he would only purchase information from me when...
Ooh.
Oh, I was downright beneficial. In any case...
Here's the thing.
Most of our intel seems quite
Well, first, no one else has seen...
Indeed.
What into that could that phantom be...
Agreed. Instances of the Wild Hunt afflict what you encounter, in which case, 2 questions are... I'll continue
I'm back! Luckily, the store owner kept the medicine bottle I left on the table safe for me. Here you go.
Huh. Thanks a bunch, Yehoda.
Oh no, I've got work to do later. And anyway, isn't the cannon about to go off? I was watching it the whole...
Huh. So,
Of course! I mean, just think about it. Something that size is bound... Isn't that just so cool? I mean, miraculous. Like a miracle created through...
It has been a while since the last time it fired. Go on.
Thanks, boss. Anyway, y'all wanna come? It'll be worth the while and worth your wait. I swear.
might as well. Fruits of our labor and everything, you know?
Woohoo! Let's go! Kaboom!
Wow! What a crowd! People seem pretty excited, too. Just goes to show how big a deal this cannon is, huh?
Oh, for sure. One shot. And even if that wasn't how it worked... if only I...
Hey, don't think like that.
Really? They think that? Oh, I'll do my best the next time we work together. For sure.
Hey, look! It's starting! Been wondering, if you're so...
That's what we call drawing. I've got some mechanical talents, sure. But this job I have now? Anyway, gotta go. See you later.
Says the person who got salt and medicine mixed up. Huh. Looks like the crowd's breaking up as well. Let's see now. What's changed since we were gone? Yeah, if anything, looks like things are settling down. That's Lâmpada. Hey there, Lâmpada! We're back!
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. Solving problems that have built up over time. I believe it will take a few weeks more. Fortunately, those who remain, it's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face with...
And it's all thanks to you.
No, I should have done this a lot sooner. I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place. And since you're looking...
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new about that phantom?
I've tried asking around, but to no avail. What about you?
We haven't made much progress either, but...
I think I've got the gist of it. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you too. In any case, please, come...
What do you see? Is it over already?
This appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories I sensed are highly
Huh? What's the matter?
The flowers changed color.
Yeah, we should go see her and see if we can help her in some way.
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh, wait! Here you go! This is the medicine you asked the cure.
Thanks for coming all this way with it. You've been a huge help. Also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kuthar might be able to help you get a more
Oh, that's true. She's the Kutar after all. But we best check if she's doing okay first. See you later then.
To the freezer! Burn it down!
Shower me with praise!
Flicker. Say! The plan's changed.
Time to shine!
Pinnacle of excellence! A dash of frosting!
Here you are.
Rise with the sun! Breath from the sky!
Incinerate! Huh, this chest is pretty good at keeping things fresh.
she doesn't look so good. Sorry for disturbing you, but are you okay? It's like... Wait, it's not that bad. I sense the moon's power.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui. Can it help you in any way?
And what do you require this time? Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
I might need your assistance in the future.
Oh, give me your hand. Your feet never left the ground. But anyway, feeling any better? Significantly, the moon within your body, it is as silent as I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water.
I think I sense some other...
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with will bear this mark. It is harmless. Speaking of which, do you want to be the moon marrow's custodian, now that you've got your power back? It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case. It is the remains of Aria, goddess of the eternal moon. So it does have to do with... Wait, what? Did you not know this already? Lâmpada just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power with it. And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, that is how I know that it belongs to the goddess of the eternal moon. But Lâmpada also saw the past by using the moon marrow. Why didn't... There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over it. But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3, after Aria's death, her power coalesced into this moon marrow. The iridescent moon's remains have never been found, and while the Frost Moon's goddess died herself, as the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the Frost Moon Scions call the Kutar. I can sense that my power belongs to the Frost Moon, but it lies beyond the false sky. Forget controlling it. Sense... Oh wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the Eternal Moon's marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons. Does that mean you have the Frost... No. It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon. Oh, so you're saying that you represent the Frost Moon's power, right? Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon goddess? You do not wish to become one? That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass that title on to someone else? Anyway, never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon... I do not desire it. Huh? Nor does it desire to come to me. And what is that? When I came into contact with its power, I sensed a kind of... rejection. I can only guess that this is because I, too, am a moon goddess. 2 moons will not rise at the same time.
Guess it's stuck with me for now, then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Lâmpada did say that you've hidden its power well, and it's the Wild Hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill enemy. The Wild Hunt?
You speak of that phenomenon as if you were describing a person.
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too.
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh?
My colleagues used to mention someone, back when I was still with the Fatui. He hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the Cataclysm. And he had a consuming fixation on the moons.
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with that, but the details kind of match.
I only know what others called him. The Reikir of Solnari. Huh. There was that title too.
Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that mean that our enemy is Rerir, one of the five?
If that was the case, surely he'd be stronger than this, though.
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the Cataclysm. But when I asked my colleagues where he went, they replied, "Do you really not know?"
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no return.
Wait, hold up, pause. There's just...
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who would know everything about the moons. But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies.
Oh.
Either way, following his departure, the Wild Hunt situation worsened drastically. And it has since... The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it...
Oh, to think that we're up against one of the infamous 5 sinners! That's way too much for us to handle! That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then. And even then, he still defeated Marionette.
Oh? What did you just say?
That's your... ex-colleague? Did you just... laugh?
No.
She totally did. Are you two on bad terms or something?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment, and found it interesting.
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough. She's very...
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the moon marrow is, you sure you want to carry it around with you, Traveler?
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rerir would prevail even if all of Nod Cry were to stand against him. Perhaps something restricts him.
Before I decide, there's a favor I'd like to ask you, Columbina.
What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my sister and I arrived in Nodcry? I mean...
Sure.
That was quick.
As I said, this to me is but a single ray of moonlight. Give me your hand, and ready yourself.
Where is this?
Aether! Come on! We have to leave this place!
What?
Hey!
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed after we landed. No one left the ship during that time, but you mean... found me...
Huh? How would that even be
I don't know.
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite.
All right. I'll keep the moon marrow with me.
Well...
Will you need my help? I could help you conceal the marrow.
You could? Oh...
Detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further conceal its presence using Kuvaki. Like this. Can you sense it? You learn quickly.
Huh. Looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in self-defense. Are you always here, Columbina? It's kind of dangerous out there, sure, but have you, like, taken a walk outside or something?
Dislike strangers. Slightly better.
Yeah, the Frost Moon Scions have changed since you last saw them. Who knows? You might actually like them.
I will consider it.
She seems kind of tired. Either way, thanks for agreeing to help us.
It wasn't much. The flowers here. They like guests like you.
Best let her rest.
Wait. Huh?
The Raker of Solnari. I've never heard. Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. It would only cause even more panic amongst. But if this Rarier is as you describe, he will be a truly formidable opponent if we try to take.
Yeah. Things might be okay if everyone was. Exactly. Whatever the case, let's start by. As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect.
Thank you. The Frost Moon Scions will stand with you to prevent this crisis as best we can. In addition, I believe the winds of change are whether our foe is the Fatui or this.
Let's see.
approach detected. We meet again.
Listen, listen! We've got updates on the wild hunt situation.
Threat level exceeds
It doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night. True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? Well, we'll just get an effort to go grab him and tie him down. You're not taking this seriously at all, are you? Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kuvaki, which we'll be shipping to more than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot. You sure have been looking forward to this. Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nogcry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through. Sure.
I know. There remains intel.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the wild hunt, remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? Wait, what? Didn't we just see him Yeah, it's still new news. So, not many people are in the know. We were only informed because we'd worked together closely. And even then, only just now. I'll send a Nafa over to Nashi Town with some flowers later. He seemed like a good guy.
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most... His character has also received commendation.
Oh, that makes it even worse. Hey, what do you mean, actually? Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to... Got it. Let's go then. You coming along, Inefa?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must be randomly inspected. You go ahead.
All right. We'll see you later. This must be it. Oh, doesn't look like there's any chance of us getting... Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Ah! Never!
I came over to take a look as soon as I... Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than... Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
But how are we supposed to get in?
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Might have said this before, Nefer, but...
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Greetings. If you would allow me. The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed no obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed before performing the deed.
Entering unopposed? So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit would usually have
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time...
Flint's?
We have tried to contact him, but he has not replied.
Very odd indeed.
So...
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks... But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss. So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to any... Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions.
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone...
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's or Rerir?
Yeah! What reason would Flint's have to murder Sosie?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in not...
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the... This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge. Likely so that he could act in secret under other...
But no matter what, barring identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump it?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk. Similar to... He likely knew then that the real Flint's would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flint's ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusion. And there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flint's long ago, and been living as him for some time. Yes, that is our...
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or we might never see him.
Steady now. Our friend should...
We've tracked him down, to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting a... I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry, you'll receive a top-class reward in return. The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump into one another.
Oh, right! Before we go, should we reveal Rerir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? Hey! Why you
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him on account of his behavior. Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give... And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue? Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already. We should avoid throwing more fuel onto the...
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for it, then.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies, and can briefly dispel...
All right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this'll be important. Thanks a bunch, Nefer.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Hey, you! that a Lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead?
Will at last part ways.
Monsters!
Yeah!
Shower me with praise! Adaptive frosting! Burn it down!
Here you are.
This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. Or not. There's something inside it, huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore? Is it... A fight took place here. Did Flint leave these marks?
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that?
How shall we save you?
Light of the blazing sun! Incinerate! Light it up! Shower me with praise! Let my name echoing! A burst of sleep! A little amuse-bouche!
Defract!
Wrath from the sky! Incinerate!
Ah! We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick! Use the lantern!
Si, o perissos. Si, o eremos. Yamalun scatti volantes calum. Indi observum sinin so. Senti che stun.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first.
Tutto mine torai desnevite.
You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern now!
It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with...
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sins. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that's...
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar, yet I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a... It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could...
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him?
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him, but I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Were our places switched, would you discard it? Knowing that its perilous might would...
Yeah. Throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to...
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my... Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though? Ah. I see. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me. Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast then. But if Rarer could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to...
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should. So not only is this Rarir ruthless, but a purveyor of... You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi. But our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters. And his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh.
But every year they would say, wait a little longer. Wait a little longer. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is, whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a... So he waited. And he waited. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerere's head.
Oh. At least we now know that he's looking for these fragments in...
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rarer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise some discretion then.
Boring!
I understand the situation more or less. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already...
Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up.
Oh?
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so... Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation.
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done If there's anything else you'd like to look into... Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward...
We'll do our part too. Phew, we're in. Thanks, but we still know nothing about how Flint's is got... Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before you, as I thought.
The perks of being veteran
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited after all. Just as I thought. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But why do...
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of...
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Nasha Town. he would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned. Well, when we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe.
Oh, if we can't get any... Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. Ugh, this is so frustrating! You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering...
the Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words...
That's right! If only there was some way to prove it.
You mean hint...
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but...
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency?
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to...
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard. You know what? Forget it. I'm sure...
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. His mechanical arm is a spec. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. And I understood. Completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for any. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete...
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the camp. 8 days ago, he had... With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single... Perhaps his master...
You're saying he thought... Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork in...
This also has... But how would that help? Assuming he planned...
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do...
Yeah, we should totally get
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as usual.
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
Phew, back inside.
I suppose, had you already sensed the unique power? I see. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from...
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd...
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could
All right. Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to you know humans well. And naturally, you understand. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal.
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance. But
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot... Would it not be better then to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not... Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps, but I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Well, not exactly.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, nonetheless. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between...
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergency.
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratniki watching?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe, and even if someone is waiting...
All right then, we'll trust you.
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right. Thanks again for your help.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow. Noise! What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here? We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting.
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're... Flint's is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him...
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done.
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the...
What happened? Did something leak out? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us? What do you mean? This is so confusing! What do we do? These people are... It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to... Okay!
Hey! Let us in!
My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down,
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket?
Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them throw—
And what hole did you—
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking—
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence.
Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial part—
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find— But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's...
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner.
Oh, alright then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal.
Come!
No sign of Flint's.
But how can that be?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain, huh? So, Paimon, you—
Yeah,
My inside man with— Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates. News spreading amongst them that the wild— Everyone started throwing out— And amidst it all, Flint's name—
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about this?
And that's where I, Yehoda, while everyone was super focused on the art—
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return.
Aw, come on, boss.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the curatorium and wait those people out, but I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important.
Might he intend to come back and get it lit?
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so...
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is...
All right, then. Yehoda, let's have this discussion over at my place. I see. So Flint's has a...
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rerir.
In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him.
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collect—
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of wild hunted— Some of these must have been Rerir's doing. He must have been seeking—
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he—
Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself?
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test it— Oh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and—
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Meanwhile, the wild hunt continues to grow in scale by the day.
Then we best act fast. Paimon's got
a feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
There are 3 wild hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Works for me. Ineffa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one of the sites.
The curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carrying...
Never mind you. This...
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so we must stay in
Gotcha! Stay safe, everyone.
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
Rev the engines! Try and stop me! Full throttle! Try and stop me!
Oh, brilliant!
No one's guarding this place, just like he said.
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Or not! How are we supposed to read through this many...
Difficult, yes. But it is also to expose the true intentions of this Rarir. We...
Hope we don't land on our heads, then. Ah!
Many strange things happen here, but
But that file really did move by itself! Hey, come out! Don't scare Paimon like that!
Hmm? Wild Hunt Phenomenologue?
Hey! Another file's moving!
Are we being given hints? I feel no hostility.
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Okay. Phew! Finally finished. Oh.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale.
Paimon as well. Guess that makes 3 of us.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to know.
All right. Paimon will go fetch hers. All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge wild... And look. All these smaller scale wild...
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone.
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet. Or we would have met...
And here's another similarity. Kuvaki and nearby soil completely
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually opposed forces. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil. But now that we've synthesized all of this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed, despite the name, I would not call a Tide Seal Stone's sealing powers watertight exactly.
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and Abyssal energies meet, the stronger side will suppress the weaker, and while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt anomalies, should Rerir be strong enough, the
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
What are you referring to?
Oh, we had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically, your reasoning makes sense.
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised as Sosi, left at that point, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area and absorbing the Kuvaki.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question, what makes it so special that he... That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's an ibis.
It's carrying a letter! Ooh, Lala must have sent it. She can speak to little animals. Let's see.
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
That's gotta be Rerir's doing. But why is he using the cannon again? Didn't he already fire it once before?
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, his body was incomplete when we last met. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
What should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Barir. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma. Nash.
Go! Fly! Not a...
You're here, as expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to... But it is also thanks to you that I found...
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
Such faith in your companions. But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to... When all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem. This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own volition. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous.
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, that you, in their folly, the townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And your kind-hearted, weak companions have not the stomach to...
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our see this fragment. It once haunted your dreams, but now it seems useless to you.
That is my corpse.
Sorry.
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished. Every last fragment calls to me, sooner or later.
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the wild hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces.
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which, each time, the fragments while that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
So that's why it responded so strong.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain.
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment.
Are you completely crazy?
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over, yet always I rebuild. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. Then it will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough to destroy. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption.
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light! Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated. likely in anticipation of.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking.
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rerir's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion in people's hearts, Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the Wild Hunt preparing to... But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying...
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is...
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. A chaotic situation can bury... Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any... After all, a gamble that might rewrite...
Even so...
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchan...
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of incorrect operation.
Well, about that... People have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. They've decided they...
What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me!
They might, if Rerir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the Wild Hunt. We will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon. Oh, you're back. The Traveler won't make it back in time. So they're heading...
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target?
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then he's prepared for the worst.
And we must ensure that his trust in us is not misplaced.
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it won't be so easy from here. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll have no choice but to force our way through.
Is that Lady Lâmpada? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long. It is not something that anyone else could imitate.
I do, yes. So it really is you, But why are you here? Really,
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon.
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no reason for me to intervene. But you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to start a new life. It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as I seek to redress this injustice. Not only, please, have faith in our long-standing friendship, and that this is where my heart has led me.
Thank you, my lady.
Then come. I need you to step...
All right.
Seems we chose the right person for the job. All right, everyone.
Huh? You're not coming...
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need to contact some... Let's call them... Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay.
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right, my lady. At times like these, we must rely on ourselves. We won't let you pass. Some abyssal creature, aren't you?
Leave this to us, Lady Moonchanter. Go.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier.
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lâmpada. Inefa, give her a crankake.
Orders received and immediately deferred.
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs, but in the face of the immense, otherwise rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor ulterior. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me. I am no god. But so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against.
Let's go, Inefa. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on! And get out of there! Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact. Annihilation chamber deployed.
Go claw! Look, a rainbow!
Annihilation mode.
Defensive mode engaged. Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode.
Easy. What made you think I couldn't take on one of my own designs, huh? This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating.
Oh, alright.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage.
No! I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigisato passa sax, iti ipotuftos. Necritus necrus baptisi, que omnes tu zonos pentusi. Osesticos palatini piratur resurcu, topirtu aetion feratum.
Well, that's not good.
Sluggish. Torpid. I can barely muster 10% of my...
Let me guess. You didn't get a human...
Daughter!
Lindis!
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you.
Matters not. Having a heart, being human, it's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly you matter not. Does anything.
You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid, laughable that you should die for their sake.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia! No, wait! This isn't over!
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have... Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then.
Columbina! What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out. Equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures.
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been...
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously.
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making it.
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia! Well, anyway, thank you.
I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the Eternal Moon Goddess cannot fall into his hands, but... And then well, I brought your...
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that.
Still, what do we do now? River's gotten stronger again. At this point...
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid, but we still don't know what his aims are. And he may continue gathering power.
After you left, I can no longer sense his presence.
That means it's safe out there for now.
A question, if I may, kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked.
No.
I see.
Oh yeah, the cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how Aino and the other...
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry. My strength still isn't right.
Thank you for completing today's commissions.
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. Only a few townspeople were hurt. But the Reikir of Solnari has now gained a complete form, while we still know nothing about his goals.
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious Kukusaur into the wild. I'm sorry. Is no one here familiar with Kukusaurs?
Paimon knows what you mean, but that analogy seems more than slightly understated.
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us at the moment. If his objective had been revenge alone, we would likely have no recourse.
Is there, still time for me to tender my resignation? Just kidding, just kidding. Don't worry, boss. I know there's no running now.
So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. You know what? I'm gonna dismantle it right now. That's right. And it still works on normal wild hunt anomalies. Don't let this get you down, I know.
Flint's, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them. You're in the clear.
My thanks. For that and for everything else I hear you did to help us.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would not have been so easy to isolate, you know.
Point taken. I will give that some thought. I suppose that's one way I'd benefit from replacing Sergeant Major Sosi.
You mean you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only one who didn't get that?
Well, if you've got a moment, would you like to... There's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his final journey. This man was like a lighthouse. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light and grace to those around him. But people, once used to illumination, are apt to ignore the lantern's presence. Slowly, gradually, he came to think as such himself. I have achieved too little. I must do better. There is more work to be done. Perhaps his end was tragic. But I remain proud of the... Every shadow born of the light shall remember it.
Oh, poor guy.
I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, you're right. It may, but we will pursue him to the last. Even if the outcome is not, it is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
Oh, what are you two talking about? Okay.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not playing the leading role in these final rites. Lightbearer, with your blood you have paved the road to glory and justice. Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be, stay a while, and look back upon the world and all it until it closes its eyes in the depths of night, and a lantern lit for you alone flickers. Thank you for everything, Sergeant Major Sosi.
Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet?
Was it not you who recommended...
Yeah, but aren't you...
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all.
Well, it's good to come out for a walk either way. So...
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent, and the people are ill at ease. However... Is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to.
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps? I could not gain any insight into his schemes, I fear. Now that he has donned a shape and form, selling his power short would prove a fatal error. But that power of his plays host to an obsession. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at them. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling it. Well, Zandrone's daily routine is highly irregular, while the doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino... Was that not what you were... Well then... Have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? That weapon will play a key role in the Tsaritsa's plan. And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care. I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you if you wish it so, but after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away. Perhaps someone has certain truths they wish to hide from you, and I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat. I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried. That...
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not
Haha! Right! Right you are. I forgot. The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.